Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. Jason Martys, representing Secretary Gorbea. I will be brief, just three things. I think most everything has been said already, and I look forward to a question from Senator Lombardi, I'm sure. But Secretary Gorbea, as I think was referenced earlier, understands the importance of a clear, transparent, and data-driven redistricting process, as she was party to a lawsuit almost 2 decades ago. So this legislation, while not perfect, she believes is a vast improvement over the current process that we use today, and wholeheartedly supports it. Second, relative to your question, Senator Lombardi, this legislation, the Secretary supports it, whether she has any role in this process or not. She supported a version last year which did not have the Secretary of State's role. She believes it's obviously more important than any one elected official, so she more is a believer in the process of the citizens being involved in the redistricting process in the commission itself, not necessarily any single role, including the Secretary of State's role being any part of the appointment process. And lastly, I think I was here in a separate committee before the Senate Education Committee last night talking about Chairwoman Gallo's bill to require civics education as a graduation requirement for high school students. Secretary believes what better way than to establish a citizen redistricting commission and to allow members of the public to engage in a process that takes place every 10 years to increase that civic engagement and teach folks, students, and all Rhode Islanders about their government going forward. So with those comments, we support it wholeheartedly, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Senator Lombardi.
Jason, not a question, and I just want to clarify. First, I want to applaud my colleague, Senator Hoyer, for bringing this forward. I'm deeply interested in this, deeply supportive of it. I just want to avoid the appearance that has been raised by the young lady, the civics professor from East Providence, and the young lady from Brown University, suggesting that we want to make sure that this is rock solid in terms of its transparency. I didn't mean anything towards the Secretary of State, because obviously she's a great lady, she does her job well, but I don't want the naysayers with this, saying that, oh, we've got the Secretary of State doing this and it's still political. We want to make sure we cross every T and dot every I on.
Understood, exactly. Agreed, Senator.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments for Mr. Martys?